Buff Nation, after a little bit of hiatus, took a little vacation out to Vegas. Ended up being a lot of fun despite losing my monetization. So I might need y'all's help and support with that a little bit as I fight the man, fight the AI for saying I don't make original content. What's up with that? But even though that's been taken away right now, I got some other things right now in the works to support the channel, which is great. That's not going to be stopping what we got going on. So thank you for y'all's patience. Now that I'm back, ready to roll for the football season. And before we get to the news, guys, be sure smash that like, subscribe, join the chat. And this moment for today is brought to you by your local Colorado area Taco Bells and the Buff Box, baby. You got to love the Buff Box, and you got to love, again, remember the collectible cups. You know, this one, we got Jordan Seaton. Every touchdown CU scores this year, local area Taco Bells are donating $1,000 to CU Athletics, guys. Go and support this. Go and buy Taco Bell. This is true NIL. True NIL. I think that this is fantastic with what they're doing, partnering with the Colorado Athletic Department, the football team for these deals. Again, you get 5 great items for only $7. Come on now. Go and pick yourself up a Buffs box. Thank you to the Front Range Taco Bells for sponsoring this video, especially as I'm fighting the man, like I said, on demonetization. What is going on in today's world? Guys, they say I don't make original content. Now, anyways, what's up, Brandon? What's up, buddy? Yes, K-Salt's about to carry the Buffs to a Big 12 championship. I'm so excited to watch him play. I think that we all kind of figured at this point we were going to see Kaidon Salter named the starting quarterback. So this comes as no surprise. And I wanted to break down a little bit what some of the people in the media are, well, saying, rather quoting with what Coach Prime is saying. I think that all this stuff is great. And of course, want to take a look at what Kaidon Salter potentially could do this year to put his name in the record books for CU. The breaking news is that this is all official now. See that? Yeah, they already hit down my dispute, but I'm not giving up, Nubian. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up because they just got computers looking at this stuff and not real humans. Okay, so DNVR, Coach Prime came out and said today, Kaidon Salter will start for Colorado this week against Georgia Tech. Also, really cool graphic here from DNVR. They always do the best stuff. Hopefully, they come out with like a T-shirt if they haven't yet of this graphic with Kaidon Salter. I think that would be pretty cool. And according, well, this is from Adam Munster Tiger, said, quote, Kaidon Salter is going to start. He's the guy at this point. We're hoping that you'll see Julian Juju Lewis a little bit during the game as well, but the game will predicate that. I find that very interesting. Very interesting that, Julian Lewis, maybe we are going to get a little bit of this 2-quarterback system this year. We'll have to see. But I think I find that pretty telling that Coach Prime is saying, hey, you might see Julian Lewis as well. I think that we definitely see him against opponents like Delaware and Wyoming, depending on how those go. But yes, I think that this is the best move for the Buffs right now. There's no reason to put extra pressure on Julian Lewis. Have him go out there in game situations where the pressure is a little bit lighter. Also, Brian Howell tweeted this out. Colorado head coach Deion Sanders. Coach Prime said the Buffs will wear traditional uniforms, the gold helmet, the black jerseys, and the gold pants to honor the late great coach Bill McCartney, who passed away earlier this year. And I also love to see the jersey patches that they got on one of the like near one of the shoulders of the jersey. I think that that's great. I'm so happy that they're doing that to honor Coach Mack and his time here and his life lived. So I think that that's great. I love how we're going traditional. That's going to look great with the new turf at night, Folsom Field. It's going to be perfection. So I love to see that. Also, a few other things. Coach Prime said 3 running backs are going to get opportunities versus Georgia Tech. So yes, Scott Proctor is saying expect this group of Micah Welsh, DeKalen Taylor, and Simeon Price to be those guys. That's who it's going to have to be with Dallin Hayden out. And frankly, I am so excited to see, particularly what DeKalen Taylor and Micah Welsh look like, kind of being that thunder and lightning, the Sonic and Knuckles type of combination there in the backfield. But DeKalen Taylor, remember, this is like one of my hot take predictions this year. 2,000 all-purpose yards. So rushing, receiving, kickoff returning, and punt returning. That's what it is. 2,000 all-purpose yards for DeKalen Taylor. That's like one of my big hot takes, along with, is it a hot take right now that I think Draylon Miller, who, again, you can get his cup, over at Taco Bell, I think he leads the team in receiving. Adam Munster Tiger in his show predicted that as well. So, hey, great minds think alike. Maybe it's the Taco Bell in our bellies giving us the feeling on that prediction. I think that that's pretty cool. Coach Prime also said this. We're hoping that you'll see Juju Lewis. Oh, I already said that throughout the game. RK tweeted that. I think that that's mainly about it so far. But I think, again, I love the fact that Kaidon Salter going to be the guy. I think this is pretty much assumed at this point, but now it is official. And when we take a look at Kaidon Salter's stats, Adam Munster Tiger brought this up on his show as well, and I always forget this, was that, yes, 2024 was a step back for Kaidon Salter in all respects, right, statistically. But Liberty did only play 11 games last year, and they did have a game at the beginning of the season canceled and not rescheduled. And so, yeah, again, remember that when it comes to looking at his statistics. What I'm going to be hoping for from him is that he can get in striking range of CU's all-purpose yardage record that was set by Shedeur last year with 4,084 yards or 83, something like that. So Kaidon Salter's got the opportunity. I think if he's over 1,000 yards rushing on the ground, which he did do that at Liberty, I think that he's going to be, in striking distance of that record. You might say, well, Dave, he only put up, 3,900 yards or just a little bit over. He only put that up at Liberty like a couple of years ago. Now you're doing Big 12. Well, you can get better as you grow older. I mean, we saw Shedeur Sanders, I think, put up some of his best numbers during his time at CU too, if I remember correctly. But I think that we could see him throw for 3,000 yards and rush for 1,000 yards. I think that that's perfectly on the table. I don't know if that's 100% likely, but I'll tell you this. If Kaidon Salter puts up 4,000 total yards this year, I think we're going to be right there for the Big 12 championship. I think so. It's going to be fun to watch. And I think that he will be the leading rusher at CU this year, just because you will see a rotation with the running backs. But again, that's not a jab at our running backs. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what we get out of Micah Welsh in his second year. DeKalen Taylor, this guy can take anything to the house. So I cannot wait for Georgia Tech. I'm going to start to dive into some of the previews and stuff here later this week. Of course, we got Buff Blitz tomorrow night with Russ at 7 p.m. Mountain. And we will have an interview on there from a Georgia Tech content creator. That will be really cool. Shout out to Russ for putting that together. Please go check out Buffs News Weekly. He's awesome. I'll get to a few of your comments, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Just wanted to get on here before I got to get going. Brandon Tillman saying, can't wait to see how this O-line opens up those big holes for Trackhawk to run through. Hey, how about a nice 40-yard touchdown from Trackhawk? Wouldn't that be cool? See here. Brandon Tillman saying, I can see Juju playing this year regardless. I think so too. I just got again, they got him. They got him on these Taco Bell cups, man. You will see him in some capacity this year. I just don't know how much. Hey, now Buffs News Weekly has its Kaidon Salter video dropped. Be sure to go take that. Uh, go check that out. Oh no, you got your girlfriend in town, buddy. I mean, rock climbing in Wyoming sounds like a heck of a lot of fun, man. Is this Labor Day weekend? So, hey, hope you have a great time. Stay safe. Can't have you dying rock climbing. Dre's expected to have a breakout year this year. I would think so. I'm on the Draylon Miller hype train, baby. I think that, he's our diet Debo, or Debo Samuel, right? But I think he's got the potential to be a better route runner than Debo Samuel. And how will Amari Miller look post injury? We'll have to see. I've seen some people on Twitter just freaking out about thinking that Ben Finiseth is going to be starting now. Man, guys, we got to stop freaking out about practice. We got to stop freaking out about practice, man. Tafik Bayer, all these beat reporters, all these guys actually connected to the team, they're all projecting Tafik Bayer to be a starting safety, man. Just because Ben Finiseth took some reps with the ones in a 10-minute practice video, everybody everybody's freaking out about it, man. There's no reason to, man. Common sense. Come on now. Yo, D Nice. Thanks. Dave, thanks for talking buffs. Does Salter have a nickname? I don't know. Does he? Salt King? He does need a nickname. K Salt. K Salt's his nickname, I guess, but the Salter. The Salter could be kind of cool. We'll see what develops. What the salty one cook. I like that, Keith. I like that. K Salt finna be a problem this year. Pick your poison. Yeah. If you rush after him, he'll run away. If you give him all day to throw, he can throw those bombs to Amarian, to Sincere Brown. Man, I can't wait to see what Sincere Brown's gonna do. I can't wait for all the new guys, man. It's fun to have a new era of Buffs stars in the making. I think that's great. I call him Salty. I'm cool with all these. I heard Salt Bay, but that's weird. I don't know if I can go with Salt Bay either, Brandon. I like K Salt, Salty one, the Salter. I like the Salter. That's just me though. So, guys, again, really do appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna get out of here and grab some lunch, but again, please be sure to like, subscribe. That does tremendous things for me, especially as I'm fighting YouTube on this demonetization stuff right before the season. Just terrible, terrible. Go again, pick up a Buffs box. Thank you to Taco Bell for keeping the lights on here at David Talks Buffs. I'll see you guys again later. As always, Sco Buffs.